All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight showdown between Conor McGregor and Gunnar "Gunny" Nelson. So here's the proud Iceland native and welterweight contender. Gunnar Nelson doesn't cut any weight. A lot of people look at him, Joe, and think that's a frame of a 155-pounder. No need to cut the weight if you're realizing as much success up a division as Gunnar Nelson has realized. And said against Alan Jouban, a fight he won by guillotine, that he finally felt wholly comfortable in the UFC. Scary proposition to the rest of this 170-pound division.
This guy has outstanding control on the ground, amongst the best in the world, and holding his opponent in the position that he would like to keep him in while utilizing his techniques.
So here he is, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, the former two-division UFC champion, Conor McGregor, back in a mixed martial arts setting for the first time in a long time. Of course, many of you ingested his boxing match with Floyd Mayweather. Thankfully, all of that is in the past, and Conor McGregor's present is a return to the greatest proving ground in MMA here tonight.
Conor McGregor has that it factor, along with a fantastic and creative striking game, a very good ground game, and extreme confidence in himself. All these make for a fan-favorite combination.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Both fighters 29 years of age. Nelson is 2 inches taller. McGregor will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Reykjavik, Iceland, Gunnar "Gunny" Nelson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
We are underway. Nelson turned pro in 2007 when he was 19 years old. Joe, your thoughts on what we'll see with this matchup tonight?
Conor McGregor is one of the best kickers in the division. Keep an eye out for his leg strikes. He's feinting with that punch, showing that punch.
He's got him hurt here.
And he's looking for that left.
Slips to avoid the right. Now connects with a right.
Conor McGregor with a vicious leg kick. Tags him.
Just out of range with that right hand.
These guys are swinging.
2 minutes have gone by here, round 1. He blocks the punch. And that one certainly found the target. Well, he got clipped to the body there, Joe. Left his midsection wide open. He's become a little bit susceptible to that shot by almost leaning in, moving into his opponent's offense. Not a good look there. Nelson going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there.
Good uppercut attempt.
First takedown attempt is there.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Half guard.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Looking for the rear naked choke. That choke looks locked up tight. He might get it here. Look at this. He's got the hand behind the neck. He locks the hand down on the bicep. He's tapping. That's it. We got him. Round's about to end. Sunk in that submission and got the victory.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result.
And here we see it from another angle. Beautiful technique here, and the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Gunnar Nelson!
All right, so congratulations to Gunnar Nelson and the entire SBG Ireland team here tonight. That's about as good an effort and as complete a performance as we have seen from Gunny in recent fights, and perhaps a signature win. And a win of this magnitude will now position Nelson for a title shot. Tonight, though, the celebration is on for Gunnar Nelson. All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Santiago Ponzinibbio and Matt Serra. All right, so here he is, Matt the Terror Serra, with the great Ray Longo there in his corner. And of course, all eyes are on Matt Serra here tonight. You know what he did back at UFC 69, springing the upset by knocking out the heavy favorite George St. Pierre. And now having realized the UFC welterweight championship, how much confidence does that give Matt Serra going forward as he continues to take his shots at this talented division's elite?
Matt Serra is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the former UFC welterweight champion with a devastating one-punch ability and a world-class ground game to go with it.
Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. You never know what he's gonna do. His striking is world-class, his ground game is excellent, and he mixes them up very well.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well. And now with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Long Island, New York, USA, Matt the Terror Sarah. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Tatiano Chencheboa Ponzinibbio. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
Powerful! Oh, solid jab.
Slips that left hand. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Oh, nice strike landed there by Sarah.
Oh, and down.
Ponzinibbio gets caught with that punch. He's got to figure out a way to get that guard higher, Joe.
He lands a big shot from the bottom.
And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
Looking for the choke, see if he can get his hands together. He's got the arm secured. Scoots his hips back, sprawls. He might have to tap any second now. This arm triangle is tremendously tight. Oh my God! And here's the end of the fight. And one last time, super tight choke, and he's out. And it's over before he even gets a chance to tap.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Matt the Terror Sarah.
Well, Matt Serra's not a one-hit wonder, ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate Team Serra Longo on a monumental result here tonight. A lot of people wondered what would be the encore after the knockout of George St. Pierre at UFC 69. Matt Serra has proven that that fight gave him a whole lot of confidence that he put into good use in this performance here tonight. It is a welterweight matchup between George St. Pierre and Tyron Woodley. So for a long time now, Tyron Woodley has reigned atop this UFC welterweight division, and certainly the contenders are starting to pile up. But this is a man who is going to be very difficult to knock off the perch. You know about the wrestling chops. You obviously know about the power he has in both hands, but it's the fight IQ that has really started to catch up with the other skills for Tyron Woodley that has made him a pound-for-pound threat and one of the UFC's most dominant champions over the last several years.
This guy has world-class takedown defense. He is incredibly difficult to take down, and once you do get him down, he gets back to his feet very swiftly.
Here is the UFC middleweight champion, Georges St-Pierre, after his 12th consecutive win in November of 2013. GSP walked away from the game, returned with flying colors 3.5 years later in 2017, only to become a two-division UFC champion. Georges St-Pierre is back and seemingly better than ever, Joe.
Georges St-Pierre is the most successful welterweight in the history of the UFC. Against high-level competition, George has defended his belt successfully over and over again with outstanding performances.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. The American is 35. The Canadian is 36. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA, Tyron, the chosen one, Woodley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Georges St-Pierre. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready? Ready?
And we are underway. So here's the UFC welterweight champion, Tyron Woodley, back on the proving ground. Figures to have the power advantage here tonight, and maybe even the speed edge. So we'll see if Woodley goes to the takedown or chooses to throw hands and kicks here in the early go. Oh, he catches the leg, now going for the takedown, Joe, and he's able to get him down. So a nice transition there. Now let's see what he can do with it.
He moves to the mount of crucifix. This is ugly.
Woodley gets caught with that punch.
George is pounding on him here.
Big
Huge elbow to the head. Wow!
That'll do it!
Oh! Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big, big win for him here tonight.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Boom! And that is all she wrote.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. The official decision is in. We said it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Georges St-Pierre!
All right, so Georges St-Pierre getting back to what he does best here tonight. Another dominant performance in a career full of big efforts in the biggest of situations. And even when his opponents think they know what's coming, few men can stop GSP. That was once again the case here tonight.